Welcome back, everybody, to the conclusion of Summer Clash. We wouldn't have it any other way. Cyberington, LaCrum on the same team, on the same cast. Your minds are being blown. And don't worry, we got a cleanup crew. If anything, Kamille's a man's name versus Fusion. Oh, final team of the day. Hot
Just
damn.
Woo! Two juggernauts, two bulls ready to go at it, butt heads, and get started. Man, I am just looking at these rosters, and let me tell you, I'm excited. I am so excited because we've got
break this down
Kamille's
for
a
us.
man's name. Oh, absolutely, be my pleasure. Kamille's a man's name, and Mafty Profi, Omnizyros, Gasman, Omni James, Casino, Listic, and Arrow with focus, bringing it on all home for Kamille's a man's name. Did I hear?
Oh my
Gasman?
god. Is that legal?
Gasman.
Is it legal for all of them to be on the same team at the same time?
A lot of people would say no, and if you've ever experienced a casual match of Gundam Evolution, you would know that some people would go as far as to say they're villains in this. I don't think so. I think they're heroes to me. They're wonderful competitors, and they do nothing but win.
I think some people actually alt F4 the second they see that happen.
I think they do too, and
Couldn't
that's
be
called
me,
fear.
but I hear that happens. Yeah.
You want to go ahead and run down the roster of the competitors' Fusion?
I mean, it's crazy. It's the top two fighting for two.
Or two.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Top two fighting for first place. I mean, Fusion is, we've seen them play all day long. It's crazy. It's just, they got TZM over there. Jets is just, we've seen so many numbers coming from these guys, keeping the score in their perspective, in their direction, keeping the match. They've been the talk of the day all day long. It's just, I can't fathom how Kamille's a man's name is going to get over Fusion.
This is going to be a bloody, brutal battle. Fusion Blackie tease him, One Young, VCY, aka Kirk. We've heard a lot of fan support for VCY in the chat. Of course, Neo Nile and Le Bomba, aka Lich Grave, going to be bringing. Everybody's just going to be bringing the fire for Fusion. And if time has told the story here, I think maybe it's Fusion's time to shine. But
yeah, and like I said,
I was going to say, speaking of that, who's your pick going into this?
It's gonna have to be Fusion. I mean, seeing as like I said, they've been the ceiling for the entire event today, and the fact that these are the top two teams fighting for first place. I mean, you got the third and fourth fighting for a playoff spot, but Fusion has been the ceiling all day long, and it just looks like, what is this? I believe Kamille chose Thermal. Is that the decider?
Oh yeah, baby. Correct.
Wow.
Kamille's a man's name choosing Thermal Plant, and that is going to be my first domination map of the evening. Really looking forward to that.
I'm frightened because I have seen firsthand Kamille, which is a man's name.
Yeah, don't get it
play
twisted.
on Thermal Plant, and it's just like, it's nasty. Have you ever seen Barbados Gasman on Thermal Plant? Do you know
have
how
you ever
many
seen the
corners?
Barbados twerk in the pale moonlight? Because I have, and his name's Gasman.
That's right. And you know how many corners that is? Jump scare central. It's literally jump scare central.
We maybe go from an FPS to a survival horror game here.
Yeah.
And it all depends on who's going to get the upper hand in this. It's going to be absolutely insane. But first, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with all the action right here at the Summer Clash.
You know, this is bittersweet. We were just talking about it a second ago, but pretty much all these players have been playing this game since the gates opened. So it's definitely a bittersweet situation where I was telling Crumb earlier, you know, I want everyone on both teams to win, but that's not possible, and it's out of our control. With about 60% of you voting for Fusion, we're gonna find out and see who walks away with that win today.
Absolutely. Both teams going into this 4-0. This is going to be one hell of a fight as we see Zyros on that Ash Bar just trying to get that height advantage here. We do know he's going to be going up against Lebamba, Lichgrave for that air supremacy battle. VCY going down really low.
Little network issue happening there.
Yep.
Objective C is going to open up in about 5 seconds, and then the game really is going to start.
Arrow coming in deep, trying to get onto Teasem, and this has been a battle of the ages. Teasem, though, with that Marasite, more health, baby, able to pull him in here. Neo now dropping down on the point, trying to get as much damage as possible, but does end up getting stuffed there.
Oh, and the objective goes to Team Fusion. With about 43 seconds left on the clock of that objective to milk that, giving their team about 37.1%. I mean, again, this is still anyone's game, considering these objectives really require your team to dogpile onto it, defend it, hold these points. This match can be a sweep or it can drag out. It all depends on these two teams.
Absolutely. A little surprised not to see the Gasman pick here, actually. So no Barbatos play, but we do see Listic up on that Susanoo, brand new class, brand new mobile suit for Gundam, actually. And doing work, actually. Is able to try and like poke there on the side, just trying to get that height. They're trying to control B now. They've already given up on C. C is squarely in the favor of Fusion, and they're just trying to make sure that they control this height.
Now, you know, these next 25 seconds are going to say a lot, because if Kamille's a man's name does not get this objective, it's going to start feeling like a shutout. And that can be very demoralizing. You know, they're going to have to try and figure out how they can wipe Fusion off this objective, get in there, hold the objective, especially since right now Profi is so far away from it.
He's
going to
so
lock
deep.
in about 4 seconds, but he's just got to pull back a bit.
Profi the big man, getting in deep, really trying to find those frags.
And they do.
And they do. Zyros with the cleanup here, as we do see Teasem going down there, but it's right back up.
It's one of the things I love about Ash there. He's able to reposition himself at a you know, the blink of an eye. Just, you're on the low ground, get up to the high ground. However, Team Kamille is going down one at a time. They're still on the objective with Susanoo holding it for a bit, and it's just, they're still holding it down. You know, no matter how much is happening, Fusion's trying, and they do. Fusion finally does take the objective in the final 25 seconds, but it's still contested.
Still contested, and Profi not even popping the ult, doesn't have to. They're just trying to take as much time off.
Oh, it's fighting back. It's an end on a team kill. Wow.
Zyro's coming back in there to help save Profi a little bit, getting them to pick up that team kill, just like you said. We do see both Pale Riders up on their team maneuver, however, and Profi sitting on a bit of an ad here against Yo Girls Rank First Monday.
We're heading back to Objective C, and, you know, it's interesting that we haven't had A, so we're definitely, the pattern seems to be CBC, and again, it all depends on what happens in the 12 seconds of that unlocking. Because all of this here is skirmish. Everyone's just trying to, you know, add pressure, and I think in situations like normal queues, no one's going to really pop their ult yet, no one's, or team maneuver, everyone's going to wait, but hey, everyone says, I see a target, I got to get rid of that target.
Yeah, Neo now actually did end up popping it fairly early, and maybe just popped it because of the presence of Focus popping their team maneuver. I don't know, that there wasn't a lot of value for that particular team maneuver being popped, but it looks like it's going to be wrapping over to A, like you said, but not for another 40 seconds. So they've got plenty of time to try and push back in here and take the point.
The thing about these objectives is just that, you know, to be fair, that clock can run down, but as long as you get the last objective when the clock in its final 60, that's kind of the only one that matters. These teams are just doing everything they can, obviously, to get whatever points they can steal away from each other. But after a certain amount of time, it's almost not even worth it trying to go for the objective.
And look at that, Listic falling to the shotgun of the Suzabi here, and some beautiful shots ringing out, almost perfectly timed. And that's going to be a little bit of time for Fusion as they're going to be rotating over to this A side. It looks like Labamba peeking in here. BCY going down again. Oh no, but they popped their ult, so it's going to be down for them as well. Arrow ringing out with the axe there. And it looks like
Kamille, Team Kamille, they know that this is set up in their favor. They take A, they win the round. You're going to get, what, you only need about 30 more points. Yeah, 30 more percent. They can take A, refresh. Here it is. Game's theirs. That's a lot of relief. And again, A is rough. You can shut an enemy. You can shut the team out from even getting in there by keeping them in spawn, trying to make
exactly
them
what Cyrus is doing.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, and you do see Labamba up on their team maneuver, 85%, squarely in the favor right now of Kamille. But another team maneuver here. We do see them
right into the health back. Oh, and another.
Let's stick popping that Trans Am though. And
someone needs to be on that objective. These fights are great, but you know, someone from Fusion needs to stand or it's round over.
Just like that, just like you said, they played the point well. They brought the heat right when they needed to in order to push them off of that point. Didn't give them any ground. That's the thing that Kamille will do. They will push you and push you and push you. They don't care if they have the point. They've got people watching their flanks. They're gonna push you right. They're gonna go right up to you and bring the fight to your face.
Yeah, but you know,
right to your front door.
But is no one? You know, what about the days of the lone flanker? You know, is there no one? Why going? Hey, I know my team's fighting right now. I know it's 5v6, but I just need to. I guess not. I need to get the objective and disrupt a bit instead of everyone going in through the front. And I guess that's just not a possibility right now.
Here's the thing. You've got Zyros controlling and zoning right now on the Ashmar, and you've got the one and only Arrow on that Z2R. You've got your lone flanker, baby. He's just holding down that flank by himself. I wouldn't say by himself. Listic is there, and he's helping, and he's putting in a lot of work as well.
Yeah. And, you know, I was going to say we definitely need to see a bit more concern for the objective, because for a moment there it felt like those old days. It was like, hey, no one's playing, you know. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, how do I know you're playing the point? Because you're dying on the objective.
Right.
If you're dying before the objective, you're not playing the point.
And as you say that, look, even more just dominant point presence here from Kamille. Listic picking up BCY really, really early. And that's kind of been the tail of the tape right now. He's going down. Oh, the Saw's going down there for the side of Fusion, but luckily, a couple actually staying up right now as Anataka.
This is not what I want to see, though. You know, that's rough. You know, Fusion was just where they were grouped up at the front door. That's not a great place to be, because you know that's such a great opportunity for the UV team to funnel you through and take you down. Even though they made it out, again, Objective C is a hot topic right now. They have to figure out how they can get there and at least fight for it and steal the points away. He's not letting that happen.
Nope. Listic and Focus Profi, the entirety of Kamille with a team kill right there. Just savage.
Very interesting to see Fusion on this side of the experience, considering they were able to do this to their opponents earlier today in some of these matches. And this right here, this isn't a fight for the objective. This is a fight of survival. This is fighting just to have presence in the game right now.
Yeah, Kamille with a chip on their shoulder didn't want the upstarts Fusion really to
look
have
at that.
any
They know
room.
Aiming just a little over there, that's considered spawn camping.
But they do back off. They do have a really great point presence awareness. They know that the game is won by the point alone. Swapping over to A very soon. Fusion doing a good job actually of pushing out here, getting through. But again, so hurt already. So many people in the red, and it looks like one's going to go down, and I'm just going to call it a couple more about to follow.
I really liked how Team Kamille was able to use Pale's health just to keep them going as they started traveling forward. And you need that. Those type of little supports really do help you take up space.
Niall doing the most right here, trying to push in landing his headshots, landing the damage, and actually busting back over to A, but he runs straight into his zombie, and then he's cleaned up by the flank.
Oh, man.
Can't do it all. And it's going to be winding down here. We've got 78% squarely in this for the side of Kamille, as Fusion seems to be just going in one by one right now. They do end up finding a pick onto Listed.
Ooh.
And another hiccup back here for BC1. Yeah. They got it.
At this point, you know, objective unlocking, objective B, which is very poetic because I'll never forget the first time I saw Gundam Evolution, I think they were fighting on this map. It didn't necessarily look exactly the same, but it looked very similar to a map like this. And this is where it starts, and this is almost where it ends. But if Team Fusion does not find a way to get to objective B, that's it. Because
and, you know, they might actually
Team Kamille
find
doesn't
their way
need
through.
very much.
They may find a way through. They have 5 Z maneuvers up right
Arrow's not letting them get in. Arrow is not letting them get in.
And
Zaku Range has received nothing but buff after buff. Arrow's not focused. Oh, that was a great counter ult.
Huge counter ult actually, and we're seeing it pop out here. We do see the Hades.
Whoa, they do it! They do it! Fusion takes the objective.
Right at the very end, as we're
now, you know what? This is the exciting part. They just need to hold it for 100%. We've seen that happen before. We have seen teams
100.
go from 0 to 100. We have seen that.
It's 0 to hero, baby.
Be a reverse sweep.
Absolutely, because really the ult utility is going to be about even. We are going to see Neo coming up on their ults a little bit sooner, and Arrow actually being an absolute menace, getting the point back to the side. Casino doing everything they can.
That ninja. Oh, it's back again. It's back in the hands of Fusion. It's back in the hands of Kamille. And I think Kamille closing their grasp, and it is theirs.
Wow. What a match.
Camille's a man's name, and I am a man.
And I'm a man. That was wild. As we see the MVP going out to the one and only Casino. Casino, one of my buddy Crow's, that was the first person he actually ever had a casual game of Gundam with. Just loaded up, and it was, I believe, Casino, Hawklight, a bunch of the gang. And he had no idea. He was just like, hey guys, we're playing this game. It's cool. Robots. Awesome.
Listen, I'm on cloud 9 right now. Waited all day. Got the match that I always wanted to see. That was amazing. It was just it was the turnaround at the end of all of that just really cements why I and so many other people love this game so much. Just seeing the objective go between Team Kamille and Fusion, and Kamille and Fusion, and then just Fusion at the very end, knowing that we need to hold this. This is it. We have it at the final. We can go from 0 to hero, like you said, but everything right now rides on us holding this objective. It did slip through their grasp. Someone was able. I didn't get to catch who it was. Maybe someone in chat could find it, or we can get a replay of something. But I didn't see who momentarily snuck in and stole the objective back for Team Kamille, but it was so pivotal for Fusion to hold that objective as long as they could, and I was ready for it. That was amazing.
I was ready for it too, man. You were sitting there, you were like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. You just gotta believe. In Gundam Evolution, you just gotta believe. And they really did. That. Such a good performance from both teams.
Yes.
Obviously, just two top-tier teams who came together and just locked horns. And this time around, Kamille gets the upper hand. May not be so I'm not going to say lucky, because that was obviously a lot more than luck.
That was a lot more, yeah. And they do get to fight. They get to move on to first, to fight for the first place. That is,
absolutely. And we're going to be seeing even more action. Not tonight, unfortunately. That will be our last match of the night. But going forward to our next set of matches for, I believe, next week.
Next weekend. Mm-hmm.
Next weekend. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be the top 3 teams from each bracket, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Top 3 teams from each bracket going on to face each other. Do we have any stats that we want to pull up here of that last match? damage stats?
I'd love to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the team's
I'm
putting all
pinging
that stuff
for some
together right
damage stats
now.
Right now.
Yeah, but in the
Okay.
meantime, while they crunch the numbers, it's just like that feeling that we all had at the end of the match. That's Gundam Evolution, where it's like, guys, this is it. It's do or die, and we got it. We fight. Because that feeling of trying to get the objective the entire time. Guys, we just need to touch. We just need to get it. And they finally did that. They finally got it,
Yep.
and they held it, and they looked up and they were like, we gotta hold this.
We gotta hold this for how long? Like what?
And I love that feeling. It's very, it's a very visceral. But the
I was
first
literally
time
just
you
thinking
play this
visceral.
game and you feel it, you go. It's a very addicting feeling. Very addictive
Absolutely.
feeling. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get that feeling in any other game. I really don't. I really don't know. Whew. Let's take a look at these numbers. Yeah.
Oh. Let's look at this. Wow. I'm in awe. Look at that damage on the side of Arrow. Look at the damage on the side of Casino, Focus, Zyros. Literally everybody, even Profi, listed. Yeah. And the 47 frags by Casino. 11.7 KD. That ain't nothing to scoff at. But at the same time, look at that over on the side of Fusion. Tizim holding it down on the Mara side. We got Jets putting in some good work there on the Gundam itself. RX-78. Neo Nile, of course, always putting in work. Blitzgrave, Kirk, everybody was putting in work. It just seemed that was squarely in the favor of Kamille.
Mm-hmm. I just, I do love, one thing that I do love about Team Fusion is this, look at the backbone, look at the repairs. It's one thing for there to be a big damage boost from the enemy team and they're just pushing out the damage and doing the numbers. But no matter the situation that was happening, Fusion just, they went back and they helped each other out and they revived and, they tried. Every revive is an attempt to hold the front line.
Even though with that Mara,
can't say that they did not try to really just hold the front line.
The big man, Witten and G's really
they absolutely did, and they do.
Not bringing it up quite to snuff to get the W, but they won
to be on that objective.
And
I
think everybody who's a fan of Gundam won today.
Yeah. Oh man, it was wild. These matches were just, they were just
so fast-paced, so hard,
love it,
so in your face.
Yeah, Susanoo and Zaku ranged and Dom, even Suzabi with his changes to with all the changes that he did to a lot of the shield units, giving them more boost generation. You can tell the game speed is a lot faster than it was during launch, and we definitely felt that this weekend.
Most definitely. And the main thing here is we didn't see any Maharu gameplay, so I'm actually a little disappointed.
But what we did see, with the exception of Susanoo, we did see a lot of core players of this game from the first month that have been playing using units that they have been using and have a reputation for. And I think that is awesome. That definitely
a lot of
goes
people
to show
getting back
that.
to their roots for sure.